Hello and welcome to 14 Days. Today we're going to look at Hitman. It's Hitman 2, one of the missions from the remastered series. It's been around a few years now, and this is the finish line mission. I'm new to the Hitman games, so I'm literally just going to wander around, see what happens, and we're going to go from there. It's not going to be too complicated, as I haven't done these missions before. I haven't got any of the unlocks that come along with completing the mission the first time in the game.
Good.
So generally he hasn't got a pistol in this one. Generally you get a garrote, a camera and a coin, or in this case possibly just a camera. So we're going to wander through. There's a lot of dynamics in here. You can see there's a lot of people around while we just sort of assess the scene. What you can do is, if people do sort of start looking for you, you see the white circle that's around us now, that will actually hide you, unless they've already spotted you, of course. You just sort of be blending in as part of the crowd. So, just have a look around. In these missions, one of the things you need to look for is basically people having a chat, conversations. Once you overhear them, if you're in the right place, you'll get a mission box appear up on the left hand side, and they'll generally be talking about something that will help you finish the mission off. So it might be a case of, go somewhere, find someone, disguise yourself as them. So containers like we've got on the left there, that bin, very good for hiding yourself or people that you knock out. Effectively, if you knock someone out and put them in a container like that bin or a cupboard, they won't be found in the game. So you can steal their outfit by pressing A on the gamepad, that kind of thing, and dump them in one of those boxes. So these little things we find along the way, like this VIP pass he's just picked up, you may or may not need that, but it may help when you do. And the reason for that is there's lots of different ways of finishing the mission. So basically the characters that you've been assigned, the two targets up on the left down to top corner there, as long as they're dead, the game doesn't care how you've done it. So, which is good for us, because one of the things we're not going to do is get too complicated in these first run-throughs. We haven't got all the posh weapons, so you can literally grab them and break their neck, or just shoot them if you have a gun, throw them over an edge of a building, that sort of thing. So the takedown dynamics are not to be seen. You'll either do it by hand or you'll break your can of Coke, like this guy just had. I'm going to experiment with the race marshal disguise. All of the disguises, generally, you can't necessarily tell what kind of camouflage they'll give you. Some will give you access to everywhere, and some don't really help very much, to be perfectly honest. This race marshal one is going to be one of those types. It doesn't really help us too much. It'll be alright for where we are now, of course, but tell straight away the trespassing icons come up on the left bottom corner. Always grab these items if you see them, especially poison. Which the trespassing one means that if anyone spots him in there, they're going to alert and they'll be running around trying to catch you. So we've got this guy here, so what we're going to do is drag him in, because I spotted a cupboard next to the sink and there's nobody in here at the moment. So quickly shove him in the cupboard out of the way. And that's hidden for the rest of the mission now. You can obviously hide yourself in them as well. In the cupboards, the bins, that type of thing. So I've just turned the sink on. What will happen later? It'll overflow. Someone will have to eventually come and investigate. And they won't know I'm here, even if it's just in the cupboard here. So I've sped time up a little bit here. I've got one of the inside security guards coming. And the basic idea is get someone with a useful job, and if they come in on their own, take them by surprise and take their outfit, which we just did. We skipped forward a little bit there, but effectively he's also in the cupboard with our race marshal. And now we can move on, hopefully safely, into the rest of the building. So one of the key dynamics you've got here as well, if you don't already know about this game, is if a dot representing one of the NPCs is black, sorry, they won't identify you as an imposter, so you can walk around and do it anyway. If they have a white dot and you get anywhere near them, they will identify you, and there'll be a yellow icon appear at the bottom of the screen in the middle, and basically they'll find you and they may start attacking you. So you can dodge them if there's only a couple, and basically keep hidden. So we're going to grab these key cards and things in case we need them. Try and suss out exactly what's going on here. Again, notice left hand side, another cupboard we could use if need be. It's worth spotting them because they're good places to hide, among other things. If you were to get in a bit of trouble, you can run into one of those rooms and hide in a wardrobe. And if nobody sees you go into the wardrobe, they won't find you. So there's lots of ways of doing this.
The disappointment is substantial. Not a matter for HR. How so?
47. The race is over. Sierra will be coming off the track any time now.
So our friend is updating the mission
That sounds like one of
as we
those
speak.
entirely unfounded rumors that get
Some
spread
sort of
around.
robot here.
Robert
I would
Nelson's
show them.
calendar shows a meeting with a Ted Mendez, a defense funding.
So there's obviously a way here to feed a picture of one of the targets into this robot
Must be related to that robot. Maybe you can find
and
Mendez
have it attack
somewhere.
her.
Excuse me, I'm talking to you.
Not quite going to happen here, I don't think, because we're kind of spotted.
Sir, I'm talking to you, sir.
So we're just going to get out of the way. Oh, they're actually coming for me now, so going to take my own advice. They're shooting at me. I need somewhere to hide. So you can see through the gap in this cupboard, and what you'll notice is even if they come up to the cupboard, for some reason I can't see you. He's actually looking at me in the face as we speak. And if it was one of the bins or like a crate, you'll have a horizontal gap which you can actually lift to see better from as well. Okay, so the hunted icon on the left corner has changed now to compromised. What that means is there's more likelihood of the white dot NPCs being around, and if they see me now in my current disguise, they'll attack straight away. So you can still move around, just avoid the white dots. Obviously you're better off getting a new disguise if possible. So green lights, that's the CCTV camera grid. They tend to move from side to side, so you can actually avoid them and go round them. So got a few people here. Obviously we could attack, and basically that only works, remember, if nobody's watching. So there's a couple of people indoors inside the window there. They're not looking, so they didn't see it happen. So in this case we can actually just dump him over the edge. The game rewards you for not killing NPCs unless they're the targets, by the way. Effectively, if they see your face, they can bring a bit more heat down on you, so sometimes it's doable. And just looking on the radar map on the left bottom, we can keep a track on where our targets are. So we've got one very close now. Not sure what we do with the Android arm. Maybe fix it. Maybe able to do some sort of sabotage or something with it. But we'll keep looking, see if there's any opportunities to do things here.
Okay, let's get on with it. Scanning photo into Palace targeting system now. All done. System updated. Targeting matrix is green. All right. Palace, you're clear to fire. Engage at your discretion.
Targeted.
Well done, Palace. All green. Have to say, I'm feeling a bit of pride swell up inside me. Maybe that's just the burrito I had earlier.
So I think we see from that it's a potential way to kill Sierra Knox. We haven't seen the detail yet of how to do that.
Verbal diagnostic test here, Palace. Are you functioning?
You can obviously pick the arm up. You can use it as a weapon. Bearing in mind, they're all white dots in that room now.
How are you feeling?
So basically they're all going to recognise me if I go in there. So, like I say, if you've never played it before, you've got no idea what's around each corner, what items you'll find anywhere. You just have to sort of go exploring, find a safe way of exploring. Again, not a lot in there. We have actually got somewhere to hide again. Bit of poison's usually quite good. We've already got one of those.
Right, what a mess, what a mess, what a mess. Oh, shoot. Ah!
So as you can see, I've put the new disguise on, but because it's the same type of security guard, I'm still compromised in it. So I might as well remain in my current one. I'll get rid of the security guard though. So doing that kind of takedown and removal doesn't tend to raise any security issues by itself. Although leaving the gun on the floor may do, because at some point someone will come along and discover the gun and then they'll raise an alarm. Not in every circumstance, but some. So you're better off just picking it up or moving it about. Right, so back in. Let's just move further into the area and see what we've got in there. Looking for a plan, really. See what we can do. So, and one of our targets is coming along the corridor,
That
and
is Robert Knox, genius
there's a couple of
inventor,
people around, but
black
nobody
markets weapons
particularly
dealer,
watching him.
and Providence defector.
I'll take my chance. Right, so it's going to be more difficult to drag him around and try and hide him. So I'm just going to move him out of the way a little bit. So I'm just going to leave him to it and walk off. So nobody saw me do it, so no big problem. And one of the characters is gone. So it can be that simple. You don't have to make it overly complicated. You've just got to find them.
Test completed successfully. I'd invite you out for a beer to celebrate.
So someone's found the body, which I sort of expected. And now we just go for a wander. And see if we can get anywhere near Sierra Knox. A little while later, having escaped the office complex, no real dramas, just walking through. We got a sleeping security guard. Could make a good outfit, so we'll just take him out. Wasn't exactly the stealthiest one. Don't forget, if you do that, you've got to press X to do the knockout blow. Otherwise they get back up again and start running around. So you can take their outfit after we're in the cupboard anyway, so it doesn't matter. And I've got caught on a couple of security cameras just sometimes if you walk into the corner, so I'll just delete that. Now we're in the basement. So basically just going to look for the Sarah Knox icon, and we're just going to move towards it now, see if we can find her. Not 100% sure what this is all about. That is a thing though, because that pink costume thing could make quite a good device. So just sped this one up for the sake of time. We're just going to have a quick run through. Like I say, I'm just going to find out exactly where she is. Just by the positioning I can see that she's the other side of the racetrack.
Hey brother, what's up?
So we're just going to straight down into the subway. Back up the other side. And I'm intentionally going to try and keep this simple so there isn't there was something going on the left hand side, but I'm just going to ignore that. I'm just going to go straight for the icon and see what's happening. So they're in there, there's quite a few people in there. She's got 3 other NPCs, all of whom it seems will recognise me because they've all got the white dots. I'm just going to hide and see if I can get an opportunity. See, until you study all of their movements, you don't really know what they're going to do. And they might just walk into an area where you can take the target out quite easily, like we did earlier, I suppose.
Now, about the new order of surface-to-air missiles.
Yes. Everything is ready on our end. Financial transfer is set to be initiated shortly.
Excellent. My father asks that you provide a guarantee in terms of their use.
So I might
They are meant for training exercises only.
just take her out if I can.
We're looking to deploy.
Excuse
Oh,
What the hell was that sound?
yeah, it didn't really work.
Clear on sight. Are we clear?
Loud and clear.
Oh, actually, it did work, but everyone's left. So I'm just going to give chase and see what happens. Yeah, they're running away, so I'm going to run after them.
Hi.
So basically, they did get spooked. So what's happened is they've all run off to protect her
All clear here, sir.
into the men's changing rooms. Strangely. So I'm just going to withdraw here and see what happens next. So we'll just wait and see what they're going to do next.
Clear? Our position is secure, sir. Okay. I think we're safe now.
Don't let that happen again.
So they seem to be coming back in this direction again, so you can hide as usual in the box.
Can't go in there.
Here they come. So I think I'm just gonna go for it now. I'm not going to let her go climbing off around the area again. So she just stood there
Yeah, I'm gonna have
That
to
is
ask
one
you
and
to stop.
can't hit her, but I will eventually get her. Come on, cross it. So just going to run into here
Done, 47.
and find
Head
somewhere
for
to
an exit
hide.
and we'll speak again soon.
Not in this bit. Yeah, no, not in this bit. Thankfully, they're not actually chasing me at this minute. So what I will do is just duck into this cupboard. There was a racing driver there, but he didn't seem to be taking too much notice. So eventually they're turning up. So again, there should be no way they find you in here. Even though it says hunted, they're not going to open the cupboard doors or the locker room doors.
Get the fuck. Loud and clear.
So, sounds like a plan. I'm going to go and leave this place dressed as a racing driver. I'm not too fussed if anyone finds him, so just going to put him there and see if I can find an exit. So with the exits, it can be tricky if you don't know your way around. There'll be a few of them and they'll just point left, right, etc. Sometimes you don't know which exact direction to head in. So I'm going to try this one down this way. Again, if you get any white dot NPCs coming your way, there's big crowds here, so just hide in the crowds.
Hey, did you get that problem getting grease in your fingernails? Yeah.
Get your bearings, so just need to head out. I think there's another policeman coming. Pretty safe unless he's already seen you when you go into the crowd. So. Hopefully good to go. Just that one security guy to avoid. I think we should be good. We've just got to go straight down to the gate, I think. And there we go.
Another mechanic.
Unless someone shoots us now, we're all done. Thanks for watching. Hopefully this will help you play the game, get used to the dynamics, and probably make it a little bit more sort of complicated for yourselves. Thanks for watching.